How's it going, everyone? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful week. I stopped at Bricks and Minifigs earlier this week and picked up a bunch of gray plate for a new MILS plate. But I still need to tear apart a little bit of my city in order to finish that up, and I also wanted to make some adjustments to this Lean Customs meat anyway. So you can see I took some of the plate away there, and then I made some adjustments to the train station here, and I moved away some of the rail on that plate in order to accommodate the new Jazz Club, the pizzeria, the tailor shop, and some sort of other building that I think I'm going to add. I'm not totally sure yet. I really need to adjust that corner over there. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'm going to start pulling this all apart, and I'm going to get it all built for you guys. So yeah, we're going to pick up the tailor shop here, but first I have to move the little noodle shop because I don't know why that's sitting there. So we're going to get this picked up and completely out of the way. Hopefully nothing falls. And then I gotta come back in here, disconnect the train track line. I didn't put any of the Technic studs in here, so I can just pull this right out like normal. Alrighty guys, so I know I've shared plenty of my conversion videos before, but I think this one's going to be one of my more popular ones, given that it's the newest Jazz Club and everything. And I really want to knock this one out of the park. So I mean, the reason I use these larger plates, the 48 by 48s, is to be able to accommodate another business here. I know that kind of goes away from the feng shui of having all the modular sets, but I mean, the plates are still modulated like the modulated themselves. So I mean, I'll still be able to stick all these different sets together. It's just a matter of what set's going to be next to this one. I've been wanting to build a pet store for the longest time, and I think the big question that I'm having is if I want to have this Jazz Club on this side, or if I want to scoot it over and have it on this side, giving me a little bit more space for the structure to actually bring it out a little bit, versus if I have it next to the pizza shop, I don't really want to have that too tucked in over here. So a lot of questions going on here. And then I guess if I slide this over here, I can show you guys that nothing's set in stone. This is kind of like the idea I've had for the base of the pet store. So I was thinking if I slid that in there, that'd look pretty nice. But then I was remembering this is also the corner slot, because the train station will be on the farther side of the Jazz Club right here. So I mean, I might have to make it a little bit smaller, or maybe I'll have to put the pet store somewhere else. I'm not too certain. Regardless, in this video, I will be converting this Jazz Club over here onto the actual MILS plate. I just need to figure out which side it's going to go on. But yeah, I mean, picked up all the plates at Bricks and Minifigs today. Got all the gray bricks on the side there, and the train tracks ready to go. So we'll be converting this Jazz Club here any second now. Alrighty guys, so for my ample experience of converting these, now we're just going to have to take off these top two levels right away. There we go. And then I'm going to take off all the figures, because those always seem to get in the way as well. And the light pole. And I'll go put these in a safe space. Alrighty guys, so I got that instruction booklet open. We're going to take off these two pieces, the chairs and the umbrella. And then, can I get this Jazz Club piece out? I think I have to take these off. I'm trying to remember how this one comes undone. There we go. Cool. So then I'll put these back on how that's supposed to be. That way it all lines up. Try and use the instruction manual as least as possible, but I always end up having to refer to it. But yeah, so I'm going to just start taking the structure off here. See if I can get my brick separator in there. There we go. I think my best bet is to flip it on its side so that it's resting on a portion of it, and just keep working at it. we go. Sweet. Well, that one went pretty easily because it's all one piece, kind of. And I believe those two pieces just go in there. Rebuilding that. Cool. And I'm not sure where this cylinder went. I'll figure that out. But yeah, so then I basically just have to transfer this over to here. And I did decide to do it on this side because I do have a plan for over here. And it's not going to be the pet store. So stay tuned to see what else I'm going to put over here. Alrighty guys, so I've got the base plate switched over. I just need to add some of the small minute details like the tables back on the inside and stuff like that. And I think I'm going to do that right now before I put some of the actual structure back on. So yeah, let me just get these tables and chairs clipped in here real quick because I know this was a pretty tight fit on the inside. And then I'll probably just add the rest of the detailing afterwards. But yeah, let's add this register in, / like pizza counter. And yeah, I think that's what was catching. There we go. Let's make sure it's all pressed into place really good. Double check the bathroom in there, looking good. All the chairs inside are looking pretty good. And then I did notice this small feature on the inside. There was the small stud exposed on the inside right here, and that's for the oboe. And in the case at least. Yeah, let's get these two plates popped off. Get this put on the inside. Wrong way. Funny. And then I do need to locate where that red cylinder came from because I need to add that back in. So let me do that really quick and then I'll hop back into the video. Well, I found it almost immediately. It goes underneath the stage. So wish me luck. This is going to be awful. I'm going to start with removing the curtains. Yeah, I don't know how the hell I'm going to get in there. Cool. It's much easier than I thought it was going to be. Granted, it's not done yet. Very nice. That worked out. I'll put the curtains back on. Get the table back in. And then for all of my modulars recently, I've been adding the street lamp there. Obviously, I haven't added in what the next building's going to be, but you guys will see that soon. We'll just re-add all the characters. And then I think I'm going to add some of the people on the inside. Actually enjoying the concert and such. We'll leave the magician lady on the outside because she's pretty cool. Drummer's going to be the hardest person to get in the back. Cool. And then the tailor will go up in his shop, and then we'll have the lady sitting inside watching. Very cool. So you can see everyone in on the inside now. Alright, so let's get this top put on here. Make sure everything lines up. Awesome. And I want to open up the top and throw the tailor in his studio. Cool. And that will complete converting over the Jazz Club onto the 48x48 modular plate. So my plan for the side of the Jazz Club / Pizzaria tailor shop is to add the custom noodle store from Rebrickable. I don't remember who made it, but look at this fitment right here. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. I'm going to take this figure out of the back. But I mean, that looks pretty cool. And for a corner shop, it kind of matches the facade of the front here. It's got the little noodle logo. So I mean, this could almost be like an assembly square V2 right here. I could even flip it around or something. But I think my plan is just to leave it how it is and roll with the punches. So yeah, I think I'm going to get that mounted in there and kind of set up some sort of barrier here or something and get that going. Alrighty guys, so after messing with this for quite a while, probably an hour or two, I think I've pretty much got my final result for my, I'm calling it the second assembly square, but it's the Jazz Club with the pizzeria, tailor shop, and the noodle shop. The little mock on the right, the noodle shop, is a rebrickable mock, so you guys are able to build it yourselves, and I'm going to leave the link to the instructions below. However, they do cost, I believe it was $9, and you do have to buy 2 of the noodle shops that are the 3-in-1 creator sets from Lego right now. But I mean, that Lego set alone is pretty sweet and definitely worth it to add it into the city. So I added a few little personal touches myself. I'm going to get you on a tripod and I'll kind of explain it all. Just the normal Jazz Club, nothing too crazy, but if you swivel it over here, you can already see I've added the vending machine outside of the noodle shop instead of inside. That opened up some space on the inside. I've also added this front little placard as well as that leaf that kind of holds the door open, so it's just kind of always inviting. And then we can swivel it over here, and this is kind of like the main entrance, but you still wouldn't be walking in through this entrance coming from the city over here. But I added a couple of leaves on the bottom. I am going to fill in all this with tiling when I get more tiles. And then on the back over here is probably my favorite part. I got all these from the Lunar New Year add-on pack, and then I was just able to kind of add those little hinge pieces on the inside and add a bunch of leaf texture. So that was pretty cool. And then I've got just those 2 characters and also 2 more characters eating on the inside. And then I can slide it over to the back where I have these squirrels begging this old man for some of his rice, who's just hiding out in the back. So I thought that was a fun little Easter egg. And since this was one of the first modulars to come with squirrels, I've added 10 throughout this whole scene. So most of them are on the roofs, but they're around. So on top of all of that, one of the initial designs on the pizzeria shop were these hanging baskets. And I did see an exposed spot over here, so I made the hanging basket to match. So that kind of wraps it all in together and looks really, really nice on that street corner. But yeah, so this is pretty much my modular plate, 48 by 48 with the train tracks all set up, ready to go for my Lego City. I appreciate you all watching. Leave your comments below on what you think, and if you change anything and stuff like that. And I upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Time. So look out for more videos then. And thanks for watching.